Good day everyone and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. So in the last video we got everything really hooked up here, the double Ys, and everything should be running much smoother in this area now that we have this infrastructure in. But we aren't actually doing anything yet as far as, well, we haven't really taken advantage of it yet. We aren't shipping any of the construction materials to Glendale, and we aren't really exporting the fuel yet. As well as same with the food. The food's not being exported yet. So that's going to be something to strive for here. What I went and did is I actually went through and I redid all the signaling to make it make more sense for the way the line's currently running. Not that there was anything really wrong with it before, but it should be a little bit more cost effective. But also, we're not quite doing the minimum here. So that should make things more efficient in the long run. With that in mind, though, one thing there is to consider here is actually up over here in Reno. As I was going through everything here, one of the things I did is, I should explain this one, I actually put in some train depots here in the Ys, and then I realized, oh, I don't really have a train depot that the train transporting stone to for the construction materials can really do. So I put a little depot in here, and that's when it reminded me that really there is no depot between Palm Bay and pretty much Reno, and we have a lot of freight and passenger service running in this section here. As a golden rule of thumb for your train depots, if you have a line between 2 points, you need to have a depot somewhere in between there so that you can add more trains onto that line, as well as do some other stuff there with it. So having a depot here was important because there's nothing between this line. For the Palm Bay Sawmill, we have a depot in between the Reno Forest and the Palm Bay Sawmill, and that also will service the Reno Machines line, transporting wood from the forest to the sawmill to there. So we have 2 trains running on this set of tracks here. So that's why we have to have this depot here. But there is nothing between Reno and Palm Bay. So if we need to add, say, another train transporting tools from the tools factory to Palm Bay, that train is going to have to come all the way from Reno Train Depot number 3, which I think that's actually just, what's that one called? Alright, yeah, that's depot number 2. So yeah, we deleted depot 1 at some point. I think it was over in here somewhere. Which kind of complicates things because ideally we would put it kind of right here because that will cover everything we need it to. It would make it even more efficient for the trains here because currently the trains for the forest, they have to take the wood here, and then they'd have to go to this depot over here, which is not very efficient. It's taking it off of its main route. It works because it's not much out of the way, but it is out of the way. Ideally, once again, we would have a train depot here, and that way we can always take the empty trains in. The problem is we've got this kind of dedicated line right here that comes through here. And so any trains would have to cross 3 sets of tracks here. We can do that, but once again, it's not just a case of crossing 3 sets of tracks from this point here. We'd have to draw something kind of like this, and then from that point there to there, and then come off and have a Y leading into the depot. And this is too small of an area to fit it all in. So one of the things we're going to have to look at doing in the very near future, I don't think I'm going to do it in this video, but I could be wrong on that, is we're going to have to once again revisit how we're doing pretty much all of this right here. Before we start delivering the food and the fuel to Reno, though, I think we should do kind of a little bit of a test here and start delivering fuel from Glendale to Palm Bay. Yeah, there's no, I just realized that technically there should be a depot over in here. Because, in fact, we can easily add that in, so let's do so. The reason we need a depot in here is I have no way of adding another train onto this line without having it go out of its way by quite a bit. So where shall we put it? I'm looking at my signaling, and this area here looks like it would be a good idea to readjust the signals here. Let's just plunk it down, say here. It's a bit on the expensive side. Oh, I don't think I gave it enough spacing. Yeah, that wasn't enough spacing. Let's try that again. So surprisingly, it's cheaper to build it up there than how far back I need to build it down there. So we're building it here. And what we need to do, I want to get this down to 50. As a rule of thumb, I use 50 for the turn there. For these. Adds a little consistency. I know what to expect. Boom. Okay. So what we're going to do is... hang on, let's pull it up here. There we go. We're going to buy a new vehicle here. Let's just stick with the Baldwin. I mean, it... Well, hang on. Yeah, we're probably better off just sticking with the Baldwin. We could use a General, but let's use a Baldwin. Let's get some tankers here. And what we're going to probably need... Let's see here. We currently have free trains taking oil. It takes 2 oil to... it's at the refinery. And then that produces... and then from there, the refined oil goes to there, where it's a 1-to-1. So if we have free trains... and we're taking it to 2 locations, which is going to be Reno and Reno and Palm Bay. Ultimately, we're generating at present. Let's see here. That's going to be 3 times 6. Yeah. So I'm doing the math in my head here. So yeah, we need 27 units worth. So. Yeah, that will be fine. Yeah, let's do that. That should be fine. We're going to technically be 1 off there, but it shouldn't be a problem. So we want to create a new line. We want to get fuel from Glendale Transfer, and we want to take it to Palm Bay. And one thing we're going to want to start considering doing here for the offloads here, for Palm Bay specifically, what we want to do is we want to make sure it is able to use both of these tracks. We're probably going to have to add another track on here, though. In fact, actually, for now, what we can do is we can probably tell it to use track 2. Yeah. But as we start... Hold on, I know something's not right here. There's got to be something wrong here. Something doesn't seem right. Because we should be shipping machines and tools to Palm Bay. So what's going on with our machine line here? That's machines to Palm Bay, yeah. Did I not see the line when we were... Well, where... this is odd. Okay, yeah, so the line is... Okay. So we have 2 options here. Because it's this light gray color, I can't see it worth anything. So we're going to have to change that. Where's the machines line? Yeah, we need to change the color on that. That's not very clear. That works. That will be machines. Okay, so with the fuel delivered, one thing I think we should do, we need to go into the line manager here, and I think we should make sure that these lines have access to both tracks here. I think we can share 2 tracks amongst 3 lines without much of a problem. In the future, this is going to have to be improved, but for now, it's fine. So we were looking for machines to Palm Bay as well. All right, so now it has the option of using either of those, and we need to go. It's currently line 1. We're going to have to rename that. Make sure that's selected there. Let's change the color immediately. This is fuel, so it needs to be kind of... that kind of looks more like what I have food typically. All right, that orange will do. Although, can we get by with that dark red? I'm starting to think that I need to rethink my passenger color there, so I know when it's a passenger train. Let's do that. Let's quickly do a little line management here. So, Lexington to Reno, we need to change the color of this. We're going to set it to a green line. I don't think green I ever use for anything other than forest, but this is clearly a different green. So we'll just change it all to this, oh, that's not it. To this very bright green color. That should make it stand out. So Reno Palm Bay, that needs to be bright green. Okay, that's pretty good. Of course, we got to rename this as well. So let's see here. We do it over here. Everything's always in different locations, it feels like. So this is going to be Glendale. Actually, no, this is going to be fuel to Palm Bay. There we go. Okay, so I've been thinking about Grand Prairie. What can we do in Grand Prairie to turn, start making it where we can start shipping stuff here? And as I've been thinking about it, we've got a station here. I'm not sure if we should even bother putting a new station in Grand Prairie. I mean, it would be way too difficult to hook it up to everything here. Yeah, it just... I mean, technically speaking, we could kind of get a No, we can't because of the hill. I mean, I just don't see how any way that makes sense to me to hook up Grand Prairie to the existing line, other than just use what we've got here at the quarry. Have this be the station. We'll take people by tram if we need to, here for passenger service, and we can ship the goods in. It will make the road network a little bit more cluttered here, but I'd say that would work. I mean, the roads are a mess here. I feel like if we want to do something, we tear out this wacky bit of road here and here, straighten this out to this point here. Let them rebuild some, tear out. I mean, we'd be basically tearing out all of their industry because of this wacky road here. This makes no sense. But at the same time, I would feel really bad about that, first of all. Second of all, I mean, this is kind of part of the character of the town, even though it's messed up like crazy. And it will only serve as a hindrance to our growth here. But let's ask the moral question here. Is it really acceptable for a company that has a lot of control over what's going on here in the world to just tear out all these streets, even though it would be better for the people? I mean, I don't know. Does Mr. Morris think that that would be acceptable? I don't know. I can't really ask him. But I'm sure he would like a transportation system in here regardless, considering he's walking all the way to the industrial area. Uh-oh, Palm Bay Machines Factory is threatening to close. Now, originally this was part of the plan. So I'm going to say let the Machines Factory close down because it would only complicate the existing infrastructure here. So, yeah, sorry, we can't save every industry as we learned earlier. Okay, so one thing I want to do is I want to get the steel production increased further. Currently, no steel waiting. Was that our steel train? How much? There. Yeah, it's It's not even fully loaded. We really need to up the steel production here. So currently we've got 1 coal train and 2 iron trains. Oh, we've got way too much coal in comparison to iron. Our ratio seems to be really off balance here. Oh, they need replaced too. All right, hang on. Let's make sure we're doing this right. Lexington ore, it's Lexington iron ore. Nothing else is selected. So, you know what, let's actually modify them here, because, oh wow, we got a 10-wheeler! Ooh. Look at that. Let's see here. What's its tractive effort? 160 kilonewtons? Wow. I mean, that's impressive, 160 kilonewtons there. Of course and it weighs less than the Mogul too. Huh. I mean, I'm just clicking between the two, and it's really impressive, the difference here. I mean, in comparison to what we're currently running, it's insanely it's insane the difference between it and what we're currently running there. I'm tempted to replace it. We've got the money. How long does it last? 25 years is its lifespan. As much as I love modifying this line and replacing the vehicles, let's do that. Yeah, let's add one of let's add these on here. Okay, so this is our new iron ore trains. And just look at them fly. I mean, it's actually keeping up with the camera moving here at this level. But yeah, capable of carrying 70 units of low iron ore. And, well, it's going 40 kilometers per hour. Not bad. Yeah, we gotta maybe do some more signal work here. So yeah, that should help keep up here with the coal. Bring down the coal levels, hopefully. Because, you know, there's just way too much coal there. And hopefully boost our steel production. Okay, once again, we've got people just really starting to build up here. So we need to take a look at what's going on here with Palm Bay Line 1. Also, are we going to have to change anything regarding Palm Bay Line 1? Also, what's their condition? I imagine they're not in good condition. Palm Bay Line 1. Make sure nothing else is selected here. Let's see here. Yeah, they're very bad. They need replaced. So let's look at what we can replace them with. All right, we're gonna electrify. Let's see here. How do I do that again? We want streets. We want to hit electric, and we want to hit upgrade. So yeah, let's upgrade this to, you know, put in some electric lines here. Palm Bay is entering the future. Honestly, I'm doing this even though it might not make the most sense to do it, if I'm being honest here. But yeah, I want to drag Palm Bay kicking and screaming into the future. So let's replace those with some electric trams there. We want Palm Bay Line 1. And we want to replace these with the San Diego Electric Trolley. So that's going to increase the passenger capacity by 1, but they're also going to move faster. It's funny what happens when you put it to normal speed. Okay, so now that we've got our trolley set up here, let's take a look here. Okay, train 22. Somehow I get the feeling it's, I feel like we got a lot of trains that we're going to have to replace again.